Today on Animal Fact Files, we're discussing Mesites. There are 3 living species of these birds. The brown Mesite and the white-breasted Mesite form one genus, and the subdesert Mesite forms another. As the name implies, the subdesert Mesite lives in scrublands, while the other 2 species are found primarily in rainforests. It's probable that you've never heard of these animals, and it's also possible that they may go extinct if their situation doesn't change. All 3 Mesite species are listed as vulnerable. Mesite classification has changed multiple times over the years. They're considered an ancient species with no close living relatives. Previously, they've been grouped with cranes and coots as well as pigeons and other game birds, but they're now classified in their own order. Mesites are sometimes called stilt rails, but they're not related to rails. They just act like rails in their foraging habits. Mesites are almost entirely ground-dwelling. They rarely, if ever, fly. These birds eat insects and other invertebrates, small vertebrates such as lizards, as well as seeds and berries. As they forage, they flip over leaves and rocks and scratch and peck at the dirt, somewhat like a domestic chicken. When they uncover a bug, such as a quick cockroach or a sneaky moth, the Mesite gives chase. These birds are active during the day, and at night they roost in the understory bushes. Instead of flying to their perch, they climb the branches and get settled with their family in a cozy spot. Mesites travel in pairs or groups of up to 10 members. The subdesert species is more gregarious, with female-led flocks. Little is known about their breeding habits. Again, the subdesert species stands out where small groups breed and have multiple nests with different partners from the same flock. In this species, the males and females look different. The other 2 species are believed to be monogamous, and in this case, the males and females look the same. Mesites construct their nests in the understory, again, climbing to enter and exit as opposed to flying. 2 eggs are laid and incubated for 3 to 4 weeks. Young Mesites leave the nest shortly after hatching and follow their parents, typically fending for themselves to find food. They may remain with their parents for up to a year, and it's unknown how long they live in the wild. Similar to herons, doves, some parrots, and other birds, Mesites produce powder down, which are feathers that dissolve into dust and are used for preening. This may help with waterproofing or reducing parasites. Mesites are typically brown with paler bellies, although the subdesert species males have black and white speckles on their bellies, while the females are cinnamon-colored. These birds have a small head, long, full tail, and either a long curved beak in the case of the subdesert species, or a short, straight beak in the brown and white-breasted species. They're approximately 12 inches, 30 centimeters long, on average. Mesites are endemic to Madagascar, and they live in fragmented populations. They're severely threatened by habitat loss, as well as introduced mammals such as dogs and rats. Natural predators to Mesites include goshawks, who hunt all life stages, and snakes, who eat their eggs. Some of the only observations of flight in these birds have occurred when they're avoiding predators, although they're more likely to run on the ground to escape. They're vocal birds and have a call that sounds like this. It's worth noting, however, that the calls are distinct in the 3 different species, and are often how the birds are identified in the wild. Because they're shy and secretive, they're often heard before they're seen. These awesome animal facts are brought to you by Dad, Spike Spiegel 93, and the rest of our Patreon family. Want exclusive knowledge? Join the AFF Patreon to learn more. Give a thumbs up if you learned something new today, and thanks for watching Animal Fact Files.